Hello everybody, myself Ananya Rishi Gupta. I study in grade 9th B at Presidency School. Today, on this bright day, we have a great personality with us. She has a postgraduate in e-business and is certified to be a software engineer. Other than that, she is a mentor who teaches Super Brain Yoga to teachers and students. She also takes workshop on meditation. She actively participates in Aerobic Yoga Level 2. That's Madhuri Pandit ma'am for you. So welcome ma'am to our school, and this is a really auspicious occasion for me that I'm getting a chance to have a conversation with you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, and I'm so happy to be part of this podcast.
I'm so ready to gain all the knowledge that I can from you.
Absolutely, let's go.
So shall we start?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So my first question for you would be, ma'am, how does meditation help students find inner peace and stay calm during stressful situations?
Okay, the meditation that we are talking about here is called as Meditation on Peace. Okay, it's a special project by Master Choa Kok Sui, and he gave this meditation especially for children who are from the age group of 10 to 16. Okay, so basically school kids.
Yeah.
This can be done only once a week because the meditation brings in a lot of divine energy, and since these children are younger ones, their chakras are not yet developed. Okay, so basically in this meditation what we do is we bless the entire earth with lots of joy, peace, happiness, bliss, everything that we need. So what happens is when any student does this meditation, they feel calm, they feel joyful, they feel happy, and they can study well. Their chakras are cleaner and neater, so it really helps them to remain calm at all times and study peacefully.
So the students who appear for competitive exams like NEET or JEE should practice these kinds of yoga.
Absolutely. Because what happens is when you regularly meditate, like in your case, like for kids or students of age group of 10 to 16, it's once a week. So even if you do once a week, it's good enough to keep your system, your chakras cleaner, and your recall value increases because of that.
So basically during exams or stressful situations, we should focus on meditation. So next question. What is Super Brain Yoga and how does it improve our concentration, basically overall brain performance?
Yes, so what does Super Brain Yoga does is it kind of balances your left side of the brain and the right side of the brain, right? We know that right side is always creative and left side is logical brain, right? So if you want the overall development of a student, what we want is that we want students who can paint well and they can also do mathematical problems, solve mathematical problems well, right? So if that's the case that we need, then we need our brains to be balanced. So Super Brain Yoga helps in balancing both sides of the brain, thereby, and it increases your focus, increases concentration, thereby increasing your recall value faster, as in when you study for your exam you can recall things well. My advice to you and other students also would be, whenever your teacher teaches you in the school and when you are attending a class, we teach the Super Brain Yoga, so you can follow small practices from that, like keeping tongue to your palate, right? So when you touch the tip of the tongue to the roof of your mouth, that kind of connects and completes our energy circuits, which helps you to remember things well. Concentration will increase, focus will become better, thereby your grades will also become better.
So like children during the class answer, like they have their focus, but during nervous situations, like we said, does Super Brain Yoga help in those as well?
Absolutely, because what happens is Super Brain Yoga will give you a lot of clarity about a lot of things, because your brain is not imbalanced, it is balanced. So you will be able to think very critical situations also, and in your comfortable settings also at your home. So because your brain is balanced, it will take care of all these things.
So under time pressure also Super Brain Yoga helps.
Yes.
Okay, so next question. How can you share one simple meditation technique that student can practice daily at home or in school for better focus?
Okay, so the meditation that I spoke about, meditation on peace, that's the practice which students can do only once a week. Okay, after they complete the 16 years, then they can do something called as meditation on twin hearts. That can be done daily, but only after 16 years. Until then, this meditation can be done once a week. But other things that students can do is Super Brain Yoga, they can do every day. And there is this beautiful prayer called as Great Invocation, which was given to the humanity during World War II to stop the war. So it is a very beautiful kind of a prayer where we are, blessing Mother Earth with beautiful things. So the law of karma says whatever you give comes back to you many, many times, right? So imagine if you are blessing the entire earth with a lot of peace, joy, happiness, bliss, and three powerful aspects like love, light, and power, right? They will also come back to you. So basically, this is also a prayer which is, it's a lot of service that you do basically during this prayer to the humanity. So a lot of good karma comes to you. So these two things children of age group 10 to 16 can do every day. Meditation for peace only once a week, and after 16 they can do it. So suppose you pass your 10th and then you go to 11th, by then you cross the threshold of 16 years, then you can start with meditation on twin hearts, and that can be done daily along with Super Brain Yoga and Great Invocation.
So it does not have a restricted age limit for Super Brain Yoga.
No, absolutely. 80-year-old also can do it, and 5-year-old also can do it. Both of them have different purposes, because see, for a small child, their brains also need to be balanced to study well. As you get older, your faculties are kind of slowing down, your brain is slowing down. So for elderly people also it is beautiful, because then elderly people have this tendency to fall off because they can't maintain the balance, they can't remember the things, right? But if they do Super Brain Yoga, if of course their physical body permits, then it makes their brain also sharper, more focused, more clearer.
Like if they have memory problem, will that help in that?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. In fact, a lot of doctors overseas are using this Super Brain Yoga for children who are having developmental issues. So it is also done a lot for those kind of things.
Oh, so this shows that not only India but other states
Oh,
are
absolutely. It's practiced all across the
also
globe.
all across the globe.
Yes.
Yeah. So next question. What changes have you observed in students who regularly meditate and practice Super Brain Yoga?
Okay, so there was this experiment done in a school in Bangalore, and this experiment was conducted for 3 months. Of course, it was documented and then presented. So we have noticed that students who did Super Brain Yoga on a daily basis, their focus and attention span, which is there in the school. See, because a lot of kids, especially the small ones, young ones, they are like very, their mind is not focused in the school, right? So it is seen that their focus improved. They could concentrate well on their studies, and at the end of it all, their grades also improved. So that's how the Super Brain Yoga helps students.
It's a live example that it works.
Yes, the study was conducted and documented for the simple reason, and that's the reason we thought that okay, this also needs to be taken to more schools, because that was a pilot project. When we saw it is giving amazing results, that's when we thought we will replicate it to other schools as well.
So next question. What inspired you to teach meditation and Super Brain Yoga?
Okay, so I have been into School of Pranic Healing and Aratic Yoga for last 11 years, right? And here what we do is all for adults. So when I got to know that there is something called as meditation for peace that can be done for age group of 10 to 16, I was overjoyed, because I firmly believe that it is easy to mold children than to repair broken adults.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah. Because once I grow up not knowing what are the good things that I need to do, what is good karma, what is bad karma, how it will impact my life, if I do not know all of that, then maybe, as a student or as a young one, my behavior could be reckless. Teachers do tell us, parents do tell us, but then we don't listen, right, as kids. So I thought, why not catch them young? When they will know the difference between a good karma and a bad karma, they have the tools like Super Brain Yoga and meditation on peace, so that they can improve quality of their life, right? Because for this meditation, nobody has to be spiritual, nobody has to know any big jargons about spirituality. Any layperson can do this, and that's why for the school kids, so that if they start young, then they have the capacity to become better human beings, better citizens, and better professionals.
So what message would you like to give to the students who want to adopt these practices?
I would say consistency is the key. Like in case of your studies, you have to be consistent to get good grades, right?
Yeah.
So if you all do the Super Brain Yoga, every single day, which I'm sure your principal ma'am has been very gracious
Yes.
and agreeing, I think you should all consider yourself very, very lucky. Then in Presidency School, these practices have been started for students and it will help you in the longer run. So you must really thank the principal and the management of the school for initiating these practices. Also, I would say as students, what you can do is on a daily basis, if you do Super Brain Yoga, you can also recite the Great Invocation, which of course I teach how to do
Yeah.
in the school. And once a week, meditation on peace, if that is done regularly, it will improve quality of life in terms of your focus on your studies, your concentration levels. Of course, your relationship with other students will also become
Friendship.
better, right? Friendship in the school, and because of course you understand, because I will also tell you small stories about how the law of karma, small stories like how good deeds can get you good results, whether helping your friends. Suppose if somebody is weak in a certain subject and you're good in that subject, if you teach that particular student or help them, how you will get help to do better in the school or in your academics. So I think if you just keep the consistency in doing these practices, that's the key.
Consistency is the key to success.
Absolutely.
Now I understand it, quote.
Yes, because see, consistency is very, very necessary in life, whether it's in your personal life, professional life, student life, everywhere it's necessary.
So during this interview, I heard about aeretic yoga. So can you elaborate that a bit?
So basically, Pranic Healing and Aratic Yoga School was started by Master Chopra. Okay, and Aratic Yoga is all about leading your life in a particular way. Okay, so basically you cannot go to Aratic Yoga directly. First you need to learn Pranic Healing. Okay, in Pranic Healing, basic Pranic Healing, you are taught how to scan energy. Like for example, if you have to measure fever or anything else, any other thing, you have some means to measure it, right? But do you know anything that you can measure for energy? So right, so how to do scanning, how to clean chakras, how to clean your aura, how to energize it. All of it is taught in Pranic Healing. So there is something called as basic Pranic Healing where all of this is taught. You are also taught how to heal yourself, how to heal distantly. Suppose you are here in the school and your mom is at is at home, and if you're not feeling well, if your mom learns it, she can do, and the teacher calls, okay, your daughter is not feeling well. I mean, she did not rush to the school immediately. She can quickly do a healing and she can come. If she's working, then not every time she can leave her work and come, right? But if she learns Pranic Healing, then basically from her office, she can take a 5-minute break, do healing for you, you will feel better, so that it gives her breathing time, so that she can come aram se, and by then you are also feeling better. Your school people also are comfortable that you are doing better. So Pranic Healing is all about that. That's basic Pranic Healing. In advance, we introduce color pranas, higher version of meditation. In psychotherapy, that's third level. There is something called as we are taught to how to heal phobias, addictions, lot of those psychosomatic stuff, right? So that's the third level. Then we have something called as meditation on soul, which is taught in achieving oneness with the higher soul. So we talk about what is your soul purpose, who are you as a soul, and after that comes Aratic Yoga, preparatory level. So it teaches you to become an arhat over a period of number of years or maybe number of lifetimes, depending on how fast or slow your growth is. So basically, Aratic Yoga is a way of life wherein we are taught certain principles and where basic things, your parents also must have told you this, that okay, we have to be kind to people, we have to be honest, we have to be generous, we have to be consistent, right? So basically, higher principles of that are taught in that, and once you practice that, your life becomes beautiful.
So I've seen in Gen Z, including me, that if we have an addiction, it's really bad. We can't get over it. So Super Brain Yoga and this meditation also helps in that?
Yes, it will help you in a way, because see what happens is when your brain is not focused, or when you are easily influenced by other forces. It will happen because what this meditation will do is this meditation will keep your energy clean. Super brain yoga will make your brain sharper. So when somebody like that comes into your life and says, "Oh, why don't you try this? It's nice, and you'll get different experiences," because your brain is sharp and you can discern whether it is good for you or not. It is easy for you to say no, and because your energy is cleaner and neater, most importantly, such people will not be attracted to you because you vibrate at a higher frequency, and people who do all these addictions and all, they vibrate at a very low frequency, right? So when your energy is higher, such people cannot come close to you. So when you do these things regularly, your energy remains better, your auras are better, chakras are better. So these kind of people can never come close to you. And even if you are into that space, it will slowly help you out to get rid of it.
So basically, people and our energy, our auras also help in these kind of things.
Absolutely. If you have a cleaner aura, you can do better things in life because your chakras are cleaner, you have more energy. So you must have seen, right? Sometimes you meet people and you feel very happy meeting them, right? You think, okay, I'll just meet this friend of mine for 10 minutes and then I'll push off for my work. And you end up chatting for 2 hours. That's when you know, okay, that person has an amazing energy. That person is making you feel really good about yourself, and that's why you are there for a longer time. And sometimes you think, oh, I'll go and spend an hour with my friend, and in 10 minutes you say, okay, I'll go now. So that's when they have lower energy, and then you feel, no, I do not resonate with that energy, and I want to kind of move out of this space. So that is how it helps.
So it was a real great lesson. I understood so much and I learned so much. It's really an opportunity for me that I've got a chance to speak to you. I wish we meet again and I can learn more about this meditation and yoga from you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me here, and I really hope this meditation for peace and Super Brain Yoga really helps you all to do better in your academics, and it makes you a better human being.
I'll try my best to implement this on myself because I have some really bad addictions. So first I'll implement it on myself and then I'll spread it to my family and friends.
Absolutely. See, when you kind of acknowledge that there is a problem, that's half battle won. Because there's so many people, who are living in their own bubble and they are like, no, I do not have any problems. But the moment you acknowledge that there is a problem, then you are open to receive a solution. If you do not say that I have a problem, then nobody will give you a solution. You will not be open to it, right?
True.
So I think kudos to you that you know that there are certain things that you need to work on, and these practices will certainly help you do that.
It was really great meeting you, ma'am. I hope it's the same for you.
Yes, absolutely. Wonderful being here and having me here in the school to share my knowledge so that it can help you all.
So until next time, till then, thank you.
Thank you.